What's up, y'all? It's me, Daria, coach of the Minneapolis Meowscaradas. Now, I know a lot of you are probably like, who's this bitch? To which I say, fair. Yeah, totally fair. I used to do a decent amount of Twitch streaming, and I had a fair amount of success doing VGC for a little bit. And then I started dabbling in a draft. I won a couple leagues. They were just like some small for fun leagues, but still very good time. And then I recently got invited to participate in the PPL, to which I pretty much immediately said yes. I mean, honestly, looking at some of the other coaches and seeing some of the fun and creative team builders, as well as content creators, it just seemed like it'd be a lot of fun. So here we are. Now, a little bit about me as a coach. I do tend to draft unorthodox teams, and at times my sets are just really fucking weird, I think is the proper way to say it. Which, I usually explain in my team builders if you watch that sort of thing. So yeah. Oh, and sometimes I do get a little too emotionally involved.
A fucking crit? Are you
A fucking crit? Really? It fucking crit.
Are you fucking shitting me?
He's going.
He just fissured my fucking Ferrothorn. No!
Or make it flinch. Ooh!
Yes! Yes! No! He just fucking fissured Churro! What an asshole!
Is there any chance this doesn't kill?
Oh, we lived on 4! We lived on 4!
So yeah, that's what you have to look forward to hanging out with me. So now let's talk about the draft. It was a points-based draft where we had a budget. There are 14 teams in my division, and we all drafted from the same pool. And I had pick number 7 out of 14 in a snake draft. So yeah, not great. That being said, I do really like the team that we got here, and I'm extremely excited to go over the team with y'all. But before we do that, I do want to give a quick shout out to Addison. Thank you so much for helping me build this team. You really, really helped me feel a little bit more confident in what we were putting together here, and I appreciate that. But now, without further ado, I present to y'all the Minneapolis Meowscaradas. So with my first pick, I actually took Meowscarada, the icon, the logo. Yeah, I mean, it's a first round Meowscarada, right? Nothing too crazy or groundbreaking there. But it's also not a very flashy first round pick. But I did feel like with my positioning in the draft, this was really good value for 15 points out of a total of 120. Because I think in Gen 9, speed control wins a lot of games, and Meowscarada is supremely fast. So that is something that we're going to be able to utilize. It also has a grass move that crits every single time you click it, and a fair amount of utility with things like knockoff, momentum, hazards, various types of hazards, and priority. So, like, it's a really good Pokemon, especially for 15 points. So, first pick, done, easy. With my second pick, I took Iron Treads. Iron Treads is a phenomenal hazard remover, and sometimes after a spin, you take a look and you're just like, shit, I think I can just win now by clicking buttons. So, like, very good Pokemon. It does get Quark Drive, so it can utilize booster energy. It can set up hazards and grab momentum. And not to mention, it's just a really great steel type to cover Meowth's fairy type weakness. So I thought it was a really good second pick for us at 16 points. That moves us on to our next pick. Third, we took Zapdos. Zapdos, I love my Kintonia legendary birds. I have a very good track record with them. And Zapdos gives us something off the ground. It's an extremely good special threat, and it can also be bulky and annoying with things like Rocky Helmet Static. Nobody wants to click a physical move into your team when they see a Zapdos on the other side. And let's protect everything. Anyways, fourth, we are looking at Sylveon for 11 points. Sylveon gives us a really strong fairy type. They can be both offensive as well as a bulky support mon that passes wishes and keeps things healthy. So far, I think our team was coming together pretty well. And in fact, I will just go ahead and go out there and say, aside from like a couple picks in the first round that I was hoping would maybe fall to me, I didn't really get sniped at all. I mostly got everything that I wanted that was on my board. I don't know if that says something bad about the team that I built. Maybe everyone else was more prioritizing getting some of the newer shiny toys that are out there because it's post DLC. I just wanted to pick some mons that I haven't gotten to use yet in Gen 9, and I think that's what we did. And that is supported with my 5th pick, which will be our first of 3 Terra Captains, and that's Glacier for 6 points. The Horse Daddy. Glacier is going to be allowed to Terra into Ice, Electric, and Ghost. I don't know what I need to say about this Pokemon. Horse Daddy go crazy. This thing is super fucking broken with Terra, and if y'all didn't already know, you're about to find out. So just keep your eyes peeled because Glass is going to be a menace this season. Then with my 6th pick, I took Mesprit. Mesprit was for 10 points. That's another Pokemon off the ground for us, so that's a good thing. We like that. And it has access to a new move called Mystical Power, which is a 70 base power attack that it gets Psychic Stab on, and it has a guaranteed special attack boost. It's something that could work really well on like a bulkier set. It also has a lot of other fun tools, but I'm not going to spoil any of these. I'll just let y'all wait and see. That takes us to our 7th pick. With my 7th pick, I did take Dondozo for 11 points. Dondozo is a good chonky friend. It is a bulky water type with Unaware. It's just there to wall stuff and be annoying, and that's what it's going to do. With my 8th pick, I took a Lowland Muck for 9 points. Lowland Muck is just like Cantonian Muck, but better. It has less weaknesses. It gives us a ground and poison. It's a fantastic solve fast option. It's just a generally Pokemon that's pretty useful. I guess that takes us to our 9th pick, which is Hisuian Gudra for 13 points. I was extremely excited for the opportunity to use this Pokemon. It's a Pokemon that keeps getting sniped from me in other leagues. I finally got it here. Got it late in the draft too, which was really nice. Gives us our dragon. It's dummy thick because it's a Gudra, but it's also steel type, which is really nice. And it has phenomenal coverage. It can be physical or special, and it can even set up and win games. So very, very great pick this late in the draft, I felt like. Because, you know, we still had some points left to spend at that point, especially because we had some spicy ideas for Terra Captains, which I'll get to here shortly. But before that, I'll talk about our 10th pick, which was Chansey. Chansey was 7 points, and Chansey is egg. Y'all know what Chansey does. I mean, come on, it's a Chansey. Okay, 11th pick was our 2nd Terra Captain. That's a Mischievous for 1 point. It can be Ghost, Fairy, or Electric type. Electric type giving it no weaknesses because it is Levitate. And honestly, this Pokemon's like kind of surprisingly bulky with Eviolite. It has lots of utility, and I think it's absurd value for 1 point. An absolute crime that this Pokemon was available for 1 point. And then the 12th pick, and my 3rd Terra Captain, Volbeat. 1 point. Because it's a Volbeat. But it can Terra into Bug, Fire, or Steel, and it can do some fun prankster shenanigans. I feel like that's pretty good value for 1 point. And I'm definitely going to use it. So I plan on using every single one of these Pokemon on this team. I drafted every single one of these mons with a very specific role in mind. And a lot of these can perform multiple of those roles. So we're not going to be forced to like use the same Pokemon in the same roles every single week. This team has versatility, and I think we have some decent speed, and we have lots of other gears and levers that we can pull, and just lots of fun stuff that I think we can get into. And I'm very excited to see how our season turns out. So yeah, that's our draft. Let me know in the comments what you think. If you want to help me nickname some of these Pokemon, I do have some names already in mind, but come up with something better, maybe I'll use it. Who knows? And yeah, I guess that does it. I'll catch y'all in the next one. Bye.